Hi, my name is Megan, also known as More of Meg, and we are going to ignore the fact that I have not recorded anything for this YouTube channel in literal years, and instead we're going to focus on the 7 book recommendations I have for you for the summer. Starting off with Love in Bloom by Lucy Eden. Now you could say that this is more of a spring pick, but I don't care. I think this could be read at any time, and it's just a really feel-good book. The synopsis says, it took exactly 24 hours for Atlanta publicist Emma Walters' life to go from near perfect to a monumental disaster. One day to break up with her boyfriend, get fired, and inherit a farm. All that's left is for her to take the still smoking remains of her dignity and flee to her new place in Green Acres, Georgia. Next up is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I feel like all of Carly Fortune's books can be a summer read, even if things happen like over the years in different seasons. The synopsis says, Fern Brookbanks has wasted far too much of her adult life thinking about Will Baxter. She spent just 24 hours in her early 20s with the aggravatingly attractive and idealistic artist, a chance encounter that spiraled into a day-long adventure in the city. The timing was wrong, but their connection was undeniable. They shared every secret, every dream, and made a pact to meet again 1 year later. Fern showed up, Will didn't. Dun, dun, dun. Next, The Fake Boyfriend Fiasco by Talia Hibbert. This is spicy. If you are not into that, maybe skip this one. He's in love, she's faking it. Footballing legend Nick Christou leads a charmed life. Rich, successful, and internationally adored, no woman or man has ever rejected him. Until a tattooed goddess blows his mind and captures his heart with just one kiss. Next is 28 Summers by Ellen Hildebrand. This is a love story, but also I feel like there's just like more contemporary fiction involved in this. When Mallory Blessing's son, Link, receives her deathbed instructions to call a number on a slip of paper in her desk drawer, he certainly does not expect Jake McLeod to answer. It's the late spring of 2020, and Jake's wife, Ursula de Guernsey, is the front runner in the upcoming presidential election. Link is sure there's been a mistake. How do Mallory and Jake know each other? Flashback to the sweet summer of 1993. So good. Next is Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. Sam's life is on track. She has the perfect doctor fiance, Jack. His strict routines are a good thing, really. A great job in Manhattan, unless they fire her, and is about to tour a wedding venue near her family's Long Island beach house. Everything should go to plan, yet the minute she arrives, Sam senses something is off. Wyatt is here. Her Wyatt. But there's no reason for a 30-year-old engaged woman to feel panicked around a guy who broke her heart when she was 16. Right? Right. That's a romance. These are all romances. It's a perfect time for romance. Next is Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. These last two are probably my favorites out of the stack, and also Love in Bloom by Lucy Eden. But Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop says, you are cordially invited to the wedding of Amory Cross and Arnold Hightower. A destination wedding in Tulum should be a breeze, but Dr. Janelle Cross, the sister of the bride and the ex-girlfriend of the groom, can't catch a break. Between her maid of honor duties, her sister's bridezilla antics, and her family tiptoeing around her non-existent feelings for her ex, Janelle is desperate to let off some steam. So, when the best man Rome proposes they give into their undeniable chemistry, Janelle agrees under one condition. Their affair can only last a week. Also very spicy. If you're not into that, skip this one. And last but certainly not least, Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. Danielle Allen has quickly become one of my favorite authors. I feel like she everything is very spicy, very steamy, but also the relationships that she writes, the characters that she writes, their inner monologues, like all the things that they're dealing with is just top tier. Like, yes, there's spice, okay? But if you took out the spice, the story would still be absolutely immaculate, if that makes sense. So this says, Bridget Jones meets Insecure. If you have not watched Insecure, so good. In Curvy Girl Summer, a smoking hot, hilarious novel about the perils of online dating. Aaliyah is absolutely determined to celebrate her 30th birthday with a loving boyfriend. However, after a failed blind date, the local bartender Ahmad suggests she join a dating app. Filled with lies, catfish, and fetishizing, the wild world of online dating makes Aaliyah think she's in over her head. And she is. But with her 2 best friends and a protective bartender by her side, what could go wrong? Everything. Everything could go wrong, and that's the problem. Because as Aaliyah is set on finding exactly what she's looking for, she ends up finding something she never expects. The ending of this book had me in tears. Now, the first part, it starts off with a bang. But the last part of this book is just all 3. There's 3 books in the series, and all 3 of them are so good. And I actually get to meet Danielle Allen in September. We're going to a book signing. My husband and I are going to make a date out of it. So I'm very excited for that. But yes, those are the 7 books I recommend you add to your summer TBR. Happy reading. Okay, goodbye.